And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hurry, hurry! Lock in, lock in! Lock in, lock in, lock in!
And on the ground they go with a running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
You better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you. Let's go, let's go. Gotta go, gotta go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
18, 18, 18.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Trubisky. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go, 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 go! Gotta go. Hey, 18, 18, 18. Lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Corey Coleman back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 39. 56. Lucky 56.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Throwing deep here for Coleman. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? It's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Here's Powell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, 18. Lock in. Hurry.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got Curse. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Come on. Red. Lock in.
Now Trubisky on first down. Looking for Pryor long. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Terrell Pryor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And now out come the Bills, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Leopard!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Come on, gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
If you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So after the INT, it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one toward Coleman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jamal Adams, their #1 pick a year ago, there on the coverage. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Flushed out right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Right back to him on first down. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Come on, gotta go. Lock in. There we go. You see it?
And they'll run it here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Gotta go. Lock in.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Lock in.
They go play action with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Gotta go. Lock in.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Terrell Pryor with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
18. Sit up. 180.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lock in. Sit up. 180.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's his first catch. It'll be good for 15 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
We go. Lock in.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Hurry. Blue. Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability, and I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL.
Come on.
In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
18.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing on first down is Allen. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 39 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Lock in. Check. Lucky. Kill. We go. Let's go. Lock in. Check. Blue. Check. 53 spot. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. He got 29 yards that time.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there.
Gotta go.
Star Latulele in on the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Avery Williamson. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
throwing on 3rd and long. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now it's Trubisky. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Hey. 3-19.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Reed picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
You see it?
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crop.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit! Here we go now!
To throw on 3rd down, Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Red's up! Check three!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go. Hurry. Lock in. Hey, boys, got four down.
Shift. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here we go.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Bills on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They go play action here on first down. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And some room to work. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Let's go. Gotta go. Lock in. Five down. Stand up in. Wait, hut. No. Off. Lock in. Watch out.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go, team.
They go play action. Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Anderson a first down and more. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards on the play.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Trubisky will throw. Forced out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And now it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
This pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
We're go. Let's go. Red's up. Mike 57. Hey, 18. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. That's caught at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try one for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, it's Cannon, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3, It's now 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Lock in, lock in.
They run for it. Here's Powell. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Again, it's McCoy. Powerful running. Lead still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Lock in, lock in. Blue.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Flushed out right. Looking deep for his tight end, Wolford. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Powell. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a desperate. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Santos now to add the PAT. Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And the Bills are going to recover. We'll call it a convincing win here in this one, and we had some interesting plays throughout, maybe one of the most interesting